following is a feature presentation of the Replay Sports Channel, the home for great games.
The road to Pantheon Bowl XXIV begins this weekend. Whether you're cheering for Baltimore, St. Louis, Denver, Las Vegas, DC, Philadelphia, Atlanta, or Arizona, show your playoff pride with authentic replica jerseys from Royal Retros. Classic designs, premium quality, the perfect way to represent your team as the Wildcard playoffs kick off. Don't just watch the action, wear it. Order your favorite team's replica jersey today from Royal Retros and use the discount code REPLAY to get 10% off your purchase. The link will be provided in the show's description. Hi again, everyone. Glenn Walker. We're back inside the Replay Sports Channel studios. We've already completed one game of our doubleheader, and now it's time for the nightcap of Wildcard Saturday. It'll feature one of the league's hottest offenses against one of the league's best defenses. Denver enters with the third-ranked offense in the league. Las Vegas will counter with the number one overall defense. Historically, since the WFL playoff format changed in 2000, the number 3 seed holds a 36-16 advantage over number 6 seeds. But, of course, things can happen. Welcome to the Replay Sports Channel pregame show. Thank you again. It's sponsored by Royal Retros. Again, if you were following earlier, St. Louis, no problem handling Baltimore 37-11. If you missed that, we'll do a quick recap at halftime. The Denver Gold coming in tonight, making their 7th playoff appearance in franchise history, though the previous 6 came when the organization was known as the Mexico City Aztecs. Head coach Kevin Stefanski is searching for postseason success. He owns a 1-3 playoff record and has never advanced beyond the divisional round. His path today is simple. Give the football to Derrick Henry. The league rushing champion piled up 1,520 yards and 14 touchdowns. If Denver wins tonight, Henry probably carries the ball 30 times. Quarterback Geno Smith quietly had an outstanding season for the Gold. Almost 3,500 passing yards, and almost 70% completion rate, and 22 touchdowns. His favorite target has been rookie sensation tight end Brock Bowers, who caught 80 passes. But the challenge tonight for Smith is immense. Las Vegas led the league in total defense and pass defense while allowing an average of fewer than 191 passing yards per game. Denver's biggest concern is they were swept by Vegas in both meetings during the regular season. Week 4, Vegas won 31-17 at Apex Field in Denver. Week 9, Vegas won in a shootout here at the Horizon Dome 45-31. In that Week 9 meeting, Denver surrendered 531 total yards while Smith threw 3 interceptions. The Gold don't need to beat Vegas tonight. They need to prove they've learned from those mistakes. And then across the field, the Las Vegas Outlaws is a franchise that knows how to play when it comes to postseason. The Outlaws are making their 27th postseason appearance in franchise history. They've won 4 league championships. Most recently, they won the Pantheon Bowl in 2023. They reached it in 2024, but they lost to Tampa Bay in the dying moments of the fourth quarter. Now Todd Bowles' job and his club begins another title chase. Jalen Hurts will lead the way for the Outlaws again this season. Few quarterbacks were more efficient this season than Hurts. 3,296 passing yards, 22 passing touchdowns, only 6 interceptions. Add to that 587 rushing yards and 12 touchdowns on the ground. Hurts' dual threat ability remains the centerpiece of the Outlaws offense. When Denver faced him in Week 9, Hurts accounted for 5 touchdowns and nearly 400 passing yards. Tonight will mark the return of running back Jonathan Taylor. This could alter tonight's matchup. The veteran running back missed the final 4 games with an eye injury but returns to the starting lineup. Our Inside Access reporter watched pregame warm-ups and observed Taylor wearing a helmet fitted with a visor for protection. That gives Vegas another weapon alongside Hurts and a receiving core led by tight end Travis Kelce and Jackson Smith-Jigba. The X-Factor matchup to watch tonight, Denver running back Derrick Henry versus the Vegas front 7. Henry rushed for 135 yards and 3 touchdowns against Vegas earlier this year, but Denver still lost the game by 2 touchdowns. If Henry dominates again, the Gold can shorten the game and keep Hurts on the sideline. If Vegas limits Henry, Denver may be forced into obvious passing situations against the league's top pass defense. As we get ready to take you out to Horizon Dome for the opening kickoff in Las Vegas, is the explosive Denver ground game, trying to crack the league's toughest defense. Upsets happen every wildcard weekend, but history favors the home teams. You're watching the WFL on Replay Sports Channel. The WFL utilizes real NFL players and the advanced simulation capabilities of DK Sports Action PC Football. The WFL strives to create a thrilling, strategic, and statistically rich football environment that balances realism with innovation. Kickoff from Las Vegas is coming next. The Horizon Dome in Las Vegas sold out for this Wildcard Saturday night football game between the Denver Gold and the Las Vegas Outlaws. Captains meet at midfield with tonight's referee Clete Blakeman. Denver has won the toss and they have deferred. So Vegas will receive the kick. Gibson is back deep to return. Chase McLaughlin has the ball on the tee, and we are all set to go. Saturday night wild card football. As McLaughlin's kickoff sails into the end zone for a touchback. Let's introduce to you starting lineups for the Las Vegas Outlaws. Jalen Hurts starting at quarterback. Jonathan Taylor returns to the starting lineup as the running back. Wide receivers are Jackson Smith-Jigba, Xavier Worthy, and Alan Lazard. Jacoby Myers out injured. Travis Kelce at tight end. Bradbury at center. Smith and Bredesen at guards. Paul and Decker are at tackle. As Las Vegas breaks the huddle, they are wearing their home uniforms. Gold helmets, gold pants, black jerseys, white numerals. They're moving right to left across your screen. Hurts under center, calling out the play. Pitch left to Taylor. Gets near the 29, tackled by Fox at the 30, a pickup of 5. Let's take a look at that Denver defense. Joseph Day and Solomon are the defensive ends. Fox the nose tackle. Pratt, Turner are the outside linebackers. Olukon is the middle linebacker. Woolen and Steele are the cornerbacks. Petrie and Hamilton are the safeties. Gilmore is the nickelback. 2nd and 5. Kamara in at running back. Two tight end formation now. Ali Cox is the other tight end. Quick handoff to Kamara, left side, and he is stopped after a gain of 3 by Solomon. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. Taylor back in at running back. Just underway here from the Horizon Dome. Taylor handoff, right side of the line. He's got the first down. Pickup of 3, tackled by Turner at the 36. Hurts barking out the play. 3 wide receivers set. Back to pass, has time, throws near side to Worthy, near the 45, pushed out of bounds by Gilmore at about the 43. 7-yard pickup. Hurts' first pass of the evening is a completion. No score, just underway. So glad you could join us here tonight. WFL playoffs are underway. Taylor gets the handoff, sweeps right. I don't think he picked up anything. There are penalty flag.
Offsetting penalties. Repeat, 2nd down.
Cleet Blakeman is our referee tonight. So offsetting penalties, we get to do the down over again. 2nd and 3 from the Las Vegas 43. Kamara checks back into the game for Vegas. Handoff to Kamara into the right side of the line. He's got the first down near the 48-yard line, spun down by Petrie. Vegas keeping mostly to the ground on this first possession. Two tight end formation for Vegas. Taylor will get the handoff. Run counter to the right near midfield, spun down by Hawkt. Gain of 2. Again, as we talked to you about in the pregame, Jonathan Taylor fitted with a visor to help protect that injured eye that he suffered the injury on a few weeks ago. Very hard for him to see depth and perception, but that has all cleared up. So the visor's just as a precaution. See Hurts going to the shotgun for the first time on 2nd and 8. Back to pass, in trouble. Hurts is going to run into Denver territory, a pickup of 5, and he's brought down by Pratt. They'll mark the ball at the Denver 45. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. 10.5 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. No score between Denver and Las Vegas. Two West Division foes, very familiar with one another. Three wide receivers set in. Taylor the lone running back. Hurts back to pass. In trouble again. It's going to have to run. He picks up the first down. He's to the 40, 35, 30. Slides down at the Denver 28. A pickup of 17. As we mentioned, 587 rushing yards for Hurts during the season. 1st and 10, 10th play of the drive coming up. Transfers the ball to Taylor, right side. He's to the 25, near the 22. Petrie with a stop, a pickup of 6 yards. Separating from the gun on 2nd and 4. 3 wide receivers set. Smith and Lazard near side. Hurts flushed from the pocket. Has to run. He's got the first down. He's to the 10. Petrie trips him up at the 7. A pickup of 15. It'll be 1st and goal at the Denver 7. Smith and Jigba Lazard on the left side. Back to pass, and it's intercepted by Still. Still jumped the route in front of Lazard. And Hurts throws the interception. They were marching down the field. Still from Maryland, the rookie, gets a huge turnover for Denver. And boy, the air just went out of this stadium. The Denver offense comes out on the field. Let's take a look at the Denver offense. Geno Smith at quarterback had a very good season. Derrick Henry, rushing champion. We'll talk more about that a little later. Mike Evans, Cedric Tillman, Michael Pittman Jr. are the wide receivers. Rookie tight end Brock Bowers. Cam Jurgens at center. Morgan, Allegretti are the guards. Slater and Tunzel are the tackles. So Denver getting the break they were looking for. Now they'll try to cash in. That's what you got to do when you're in Vegas. You got to cash in. Give to Henry. Off tackle right. Stopped by Campbell near the 24. A pickup of 4 yards. Denver in their visiting uniforms. Black helmets, black numerals, white jerseys, and yellow pants. They're going to be moving left to right across your screen. Let's take a look at that Vegas defense. Latu and Garrett are the defensive ends. Vea is the nose tackle. Jones and Harris are the outside linebackers. Campbell's the middle linebacker. Ward and McDuffie are the cornerbacks. Owens and Kirby Joseph is the safety. Flott is the nickelback. 2nd and 6. We're halfway already through the first quarter. No score. 3 wide receivers set. Henry the lone running back. The give to Henry, right side, taken down by Latu at the 29, a 5-yard pickup. Henry named to his 4th All-Star team. He also won his 3rd rushing title. Third and 1. Full house backfield. Man in motion. Give us to Henry. Plunges into the line. That's going to be close. They're going to say he's short. It's 4th and inches. And Stefanski's not going to take a chance. He's going to send out the punting unit here. So Thomas Morstead will come out to do the punting. And back deep to receive for the Outlaws is Gibson. Morstead gets the punt away. Gibson will take the fair catch at his own 25. So Denver unable to capitalize on the Las Vegas miscue. And Vegas gets the ball back. They'll start from their own 27, 5:24 to go here in the first quarter, no score. Watching the wild card playoffs here on the Replay Sports Channel. So glad you joined us. Make sure to like and subscribe. Jonathan Taylor, the lone running back behind Jalen Hurts. 2 tight ends set up. Linebacker rushing through. Taylor gets around him to the 30, 40, midfield. Open field. Pratt finally catches up to him, but not before Taylor with a 34-yard run. And Vegas already into enemy territory. Vegas has already amassed 102 yards here in the first quarter. Ball at the Denver 39. The give to Kamara. He's to the 35. Lalu with the tackle at the 34, a pickup of 5. So Taylor already 5 carries, 50 yards. Hurts 3 carries for 37 yards. And Kamara 3 carries for 13. 11 running plays, just 2 passing attempts. Hurts steps back into the pistol. Under 5 minutes to go. Short pass to Kamara. He's got the first down inside the 30. Petrie with the stop. On 1st and 10, delay handoff to Taylor into the right side of the line. Gets near the 20. Pratt will tackle him. They'll mark the ball at the 22. Pickup of 7. Second and 3. Handoff to Kamara. And he is stopped at the 21. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun. Play action. Hurts back to pass. Time, throws downfield. Incomplete. Gilmore tipped it at the last moment. Good coverage there on Worthy. So that'll bring up 4th and 2. And out will come the field goal kicking unit. Matt Gay to attempt a 39-yard field goal and provide the game's first points. And his kick is to the right and no good. So Las Vegas with 2 drives into Denver territory, and they've come away with no points. So if you're a Denver Gold fan, you have to be heartened by that. 1:39 to go here in the first quarter. Still no score between Denver and Las Vegas. Denver will set up shop at their own 29. Smith under center. Play action. Pass on 1st down. Completes to Pittman near the 45. He's hit. He fumbles. And Denver maintains possession. Ward drilled him, popped the ball loose, and Pittman was able to recover his own fumble. So a pickup of 14, and Denver gets the lucky bounce there. First and 10, ball at the Denver 43. 94 seconds left in the first quarter. Denver is surviving some scares here early. Handoff to Henry left side. It's at the midfield into Las Vegas territory. He picks up the first down, but Vegas head coach Todd Bowles is going to challenge. He wants to talk to Clete Bateman that Henry may have been a little bit shy of the first down mark. So Clete Blakeman is taking a look at the iPad, and here's Clete Blakeman's decision.
Upon further review, the runner will stop short of the first down. No timeout will be charged.
So good challenge there by Coach Bowles. 2nd and inches, 48 seconds left in quarter number 1. Full house backfield. Smith's going to call his own number, plunges into the line. He's got the first down and more. 40, 35. Jones with the tackle at the 34. So a pickup of 13 for Gino. Furthest penetration of the night so far for Denver. Dallas into the game for Henry. He's going to sweep left, and he's going to get caught at the line of scrimmage by Vita Vea, and that's going to end the first quarter. So Vegas with 2 promising drives that end in disaster and no points. So Denver now driving themselves as we end the first 15 minutes. You're watching the WFL Wildcard Playoffs here exclusively on the Replay Sports Channel. Welcome back to the Horizon Dome in Las Vegas. We've got a good one going on here between Denver and the Outlaws. Through the wildcard playoffs, we're going to highlight some of the Gridiron Awards. These are the annual awards given out at the end of each season, the Friday night before the Pantheon Bowl. During our earlier broadcast, we gave you the nominees for Rookie of the Year. And right now, we are going to announce the nominees for Offensive Player of the Year. Here we go. Quarterback from Las Vegas, Jalen Hurts. Baker Mayfield, quarterback of Chicago. And running back, Bijan Robinson of Arizona. So congratulations to these 3 men for becoming the finalists for the WFL Offensive Player of the Year award. Again, we will broadcast the Gridiron Awards, the Gritties, live on the Friday night before Pantheon Bowl 24. So make sure to like and subscribe so you'll get the notification when all the glitz, glamour, and the red carpet of the Gridiron Awards takes place. Anybody who's anybody will be there. Actors, stars, fashion, influencers will be there. And up on the big screen there, the fans were cheering when they saw Jalen Hurts' name there. So congratulations to not only him, but also the other 2. So Denver on the move. Henry, the lone running back. Smith transfers the ball to Henry. He's hit by Harris. A loss of 3. Harris was not fooled at all. And that's going to bring a very long 3rd and 13. So this is where Vegas wants to put Denver, is in these obvious passing situations and forcing Smith to throw. 4 wide receivers set. Trips right formation. Smith back to pass. Looking. Fires over the middle. Completes to Tillman inside the 30. He's hit. There's a mad scramble for the ball. The officials are digging into the pile and they signal it is Las Vegas ball. Las Vegas ball. Trent McDuffie ends up with it, and he's showing that pigskin for everybody to see. So Smith throws the ball across the middle to Tillman. Flott hits him, does the little peanut punch, and pops the ball. The ball does come loose before Tillman hits the turf. And then during the mad scramble, McDuffie gets it. So each team has turned the ball over once. So Clete Blakeman sets the ball up at the Vegas 33. 14:09 left to go here in the second quarter. Still no score. Give to Taylor, sweep right. He's to the 40, pushed out of bounds by Petrie near the 41, a pickup of 8. Kevin Stefanski was talking to one of the officials. Of course, every change of possession or turnover is looked at. But it was obvious there Tillman lost the ball before he hit the ground. So no challenge, or they can't challenge it. So 2nd and 2, ball at the Las Vegas 41. Handoff to Kamara, up the middle, he's got the first down. He's to the 50. Petrie drags him down at the Denver 44. First down. 15-yard pickup for Alvin Kamara. Penalty flag.
Offense, number 81, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
And Allie Cox, the flinch there. First penalty for Vegas tonight. Now move them back to the Denver 49. Hurts back to pass. Completes to Worthy near the 45. Shoved out of bounds by Still, a pickup of 5 yards. So far, no catches for Travis Kelce tonight. Working from the pistol, back to pass, over the middle, complete to Smith-Jigba. He's got the first down. Tackled at the Denver 34. We're talking about Travis Kelce, and in case you're wondering, yes, Taylor is in attendance. She is here at the game. First and 10, 11:49 to go here in the second quarter, no score. Hurts back to pass, has time, completes the pass to Kelce. Mention his name. Makes his first catch of the night. Travis Kelce, those of you may who not follow the league, was originally a longtime player for the Detroit Wheels. At the trade deadline, Vegas made the move to get him. Kelce, named to his 5th straight All-Star team. He has been on 8, this will be his 8th All-Star team. 2nd and 8, ball at the Denver 32. Kamara sweeps left, gets around the end. He's to the 30. Tackled out of bounds by Solomon at the 27. A pickup 5. That'll bring up a short 3rd and 3. Hurts is calling an audible at the line. Denver's trying to adjust the defense. Back to pass. Hurts forced to run. He's at the 20. Hamilton tackles him at the 16. A pickup of 11. 1st and 10. Las Vegas inside the red zone. Kelsey lines up in the slot, far side of the field. Hurts operating out of the gun, passes to Kelsey, complete at the 10. 5, angled out of bounds by Hamilton. Thought he had the first down, but they're going to mark the ball a couple inches short. Todd Bowles elects not to challenge. Second and inches, ball at the Denver 6. Hand off to Taylor, plunges into the line, touchdown Vegas. So a 9-play, 67-yard drive, taking up almost 6 minutes, and we have our first score of the night. A Taylor 6-yard run. Gay on to add the extra point. It's good. And Las Vegas gets the first points of the day. So we're finishing up day 1 of wildcard playoffs. Tomorrow we have 2 more games. Our early game will be DC at Philadelphia. And then our late game will be Atlanta at Arizona. Dallas with the return, tackled at the 31. 8:12 to go until halftime. Denver now down 7-0. Smith under center, play action, back to pass. Over the middle, completes it to Mike Evans near the 40.
Grabbing the face mask. Defense. Number 22. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
And McDuffie guilty of the face mask, and they're going to tack on a lot more. So 14-yard catch by Evans. Penalty will put Denver into Vegas territory. So just like that, Denver into great field position. Hand off to Henry, 35. Harris pulls him down at the 33, a pickup of 7. Henry was limited in the season finale at Detroit, played a couple of snaps, and then head coach Kevin Stefanski made the decision to keep him out the rest of the game. Second and 3. Pitch right to Henry. Into the line, he's got the first down. Harris with a stop at the 28, a gain of 5. We're halfway through the second quarter. Las Vegas leads 7-0, but Denver is on the move. key matchup we talked about in the pregame. Henry versus the Vegas front seven. Henry with the handoff. Right side, he's to the 25, near the 20. Harris with a stop, a pickup of 8. Denver just feeding Henry now, trying to wear down that Vegas defense. Henry, right side, and he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. They were keying him there, it was obvious. It'll bring up 3rd and 2. Trips left. Smith from under center. Play action. Back to pass. He's in trouble, and Vita Vea takes him down. And the big man with the sack dance. And that'll bring up 4th down, and out will come Chase McLaughlin. Field goal kick from 48 yards away. And the kick is good, so Denver gets some points on the board. They trail 7-3 with 4:33 left until halftime. Speaking of halftime, in addition to our recap of the first half, we'll also talk about the earlier games, St. Louis's domination of Baltimore, and a preview of tomorrow's games, I should say. So make sure to stick around for halftime. McLaughlin's kickoff will not be returned. Las Vegas will start at their own 25. Play action. Hurts rolls to his right. Checks down to Taylor. Taylor can't hang on. Incomplete. Smith-Jigba, Lazard line up near side left. Worthy far side right. Hurts passes to Worthy. Complete. Knocked down by Gilmore. First down. Pickup of 11. Hurts transfers the ball to Taylor. Taylor picks up a couple. He's spun down by Fox at the 38. It'll bring up 2nd and 8. Taylor this time into the right side of the line, and Hamilton's waiting there for him. Loss of 1. Denver will use their first timeout. Stops the clock with 2:56. That'll bring up 3rd and 9. Kelsey lines up in the slot. 4 wide receivers set. Hurts back to pass. In trouble. Forced to scramble. Across midfield. Slides down at the 42. Jones missed on a tackle. I mean, just whiffed. 21-yard pickup by Hurts. And Vegas inside Denver territory. Hurts' maneuverability is something to be seen here, folks. First and 10, 2:45 to go until halftime. Hurts to Smith-Jigba at the 40, trying to get out of bounds. And he is shoved out of bounds by, nope, they said he was tackled inbounds. And that's going to be the final play before the 2-minute warning. The road to Pantheon Bowl XXIV begins this weekend. Whether you're cheering for Baltimore, St. Louis, Denver, Las Vegas, DC, Philadelphia, Atlanta, or Arizona, show your playoff pride with authentic replica jerseys from Royal Retros. Classic designs, premium quality, the perfect way to represent your team as the Wildcard playoffs kick off. Don't just watch the action, wear it. Order your favorite team's replica jersey today from Royal Retros and use the discount code REPLAY to get 10% off your purchase. The link will be provided in the show's description. Two minutes left in a low-scoring but entertaining game between these two Western Division rivals. Hurts calling out the signals. Back to pass. In trouble. Pocket collapsing. Gets away from the defensive end. Gets the first down. Slides down at the 31. They're going to go no huddle here. Solomon thought he had him, but missed. Over the middle to Worthy, and he overthrew him. Incomplete. They'll stop the clock with 92 seconds. Second and 10. Vegas has all three of their timeouts left. Denver has two. Denver will get the ball to start the second half. Hurts back to pass. Near side, and it's picked off. Rick Woolen kept both feet in bounds and then falls out of bounds. So Jalen Hurts has been picked off twice this evening. He only had 6 interceptions the whole season. So Denver has a minute 28 plus 2 timeouts to get a score, and they get the ball back to start the second half. And if you're watching on the screen, if you see over there on the right, that's kind of the range they want to get to for Chase McLaughlin. He has made a field goal from 56 yards this season. So Geno Smith ready to lead his troops to a score. Maybe take the lead, or at least be down by just 1 into halftime. Back to pass, blitz up the middle. Completes the pass to Evans near the 30, brought down by McDuffie. Clock continues to run. Smith's going to go no huddle. Smith with time, penalty flag flies, pass to Evans, incomplete.
Holding, offense, number 77, 10-yard penalty.
So holding call will move Denver back to its own 20. So it'll be 2nd and 11. Minute 13 left to go here in the second quarter. Smith surveying the field, over the middle, over the head of Bowers. Stops the clock with 1:08. They'll bring up 3rd and 11. Three-man rush by Vegas. Smith looking. Fires downfield to Aguilar. Complete, but it's just a gain of 3 yards. Phillips with the tackle. And Campbell signaling timeout. Stops the clock with 1:05. So Denver will send out the punting unit. Morstead standing inside his own 10. Gets the punt away. Gibson from his own 30 gets to the 35, 40, angled out of bounds near the Vegas 42. Now, you're Las Vegas. You have 1 minute left. You have 2 timeouts. We'll see what they do here. Hurts clapping his hands for the ball. Blitz. Picks it up. Smith-Jigba makes the catch inside Denver territory. Tackled by Woolen near the Denver 45. Clock continues to run. Hurts bringing the offensive line up to the ball quickly as possible. Matt Gay's longest field goal is also a 56-yarder as Hurts completes the pass to Worthy. A pickup of 10. Tackled by McKinstry. Ball be placed at the 35 and Hurts signals timeout. That'll stop the clock with 36 seconds. They are well within Matt Gay's range. Hurts with time. Passes out to Lazard. He's hit immediately by Woolen. No gain. They'll have to hurry up. .30 seconds left. Hurts changing the play at the line. Back to pass. Hurts hit as he throws. Completes it to Worthy. Just a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 9. Again, going no huddle here. Trying to get one more play off and hold on to that timeout. Blitz up the middle. Hurts running around the backfield, just heaves it downfield. And McKinstry tried to dive and make the interception. He can't. Clock stops with 6 seconds left. And out will come Matt Gay. Gay will attempt a 52-yard field goal. And it's long enough and it's good. So with 1 second left on the clock, Las Vegas with a 10-3 lead. Squib kick by Matt Gay. Dallas with the return, and he'll go to the ground at the 45, and that will end the first half. An entertaining first half. Both teams will head to the dressing room. Make sure to stay with us at halftime. We'll recap the first half, and we'll also take a look back at the St. Louis-Baltimore game from earlier today. You're watching The Wildcard Saturday weekend game between Denver and Las Vegas here exclusively on the Replay Sports Channel. Don't go anywhere. Halftime in Las Vegas, and it's a low-scoring game. Our first score didn't come until the second quarter at 8:23. Jonathan Taylor on a 6-yard touchdown run, and then both teams traded field goals, and we have the score of 10-3. Vegas got the ball to start the game. Denver won the toss. They deferred. Vegas drove down the field, 12 plays, 68 yards. Look, they were going in for the score, but Hurts' pass in the end zone was intercepted. Denver was unable to take advantage of that, and they went 3 and out. Vegas got the ball again, drove down the field, and then Matt Gay's field goal went wide right. And then Denver had a promising drive late in the first quarter, but after catching the football, Aguilar fumbled, and then it was recovered by Vegas. That led to the first score of the game that we talked about earlier. And then late in the second quarter, Hurts would be picked off again inside Denver territory. And again, Denver could not take advantage of it. So as we look at the halftime statistics, Vegas with 260 total yards to Denver's 89. Denver 0 for 4 on third down. That is something that they will need to rectify. Time of possession, Las Vegas 20 minutes 54 seconds, Denver 9 minutes and 6 seconds. Geno Smith, just 5 of 6 passing for 49 yards. Jalen Hurts, 12 of 18 for 77 yards, does have the 2 interceptions. Derrick Henry has run the ball 9 times for 37 yards. Hurts is the leading rusher for Vegas, 6 carries for 77 yards. Jonathan Taylor, 10 carries for 72 yards. Mike Evans, 2 catches for 23 yards for Denver. Xavier Worthy, 5 catches for 34. So in case you missed it earlier, our wild card weekend got underway in St. Louis at Cobalt Arena between the Baltimore Stallions and the St. Louis Battlehawks. And the Battlehawks won that game 37-11. Cooper Rush, backing up an injured Tua Tagovailoa, completed 22 of 28 passes for 247 yards, 3 touchdowns. Ramondre Stevenson had a great game, 22 carries, 155 yards, and 1 touchdown. So St. Louis advances. They'll find out who they're going to play at the completion of tomorrow's game. It'll be D.C. at Philadelphia. That will be the early game tomorrow. And then the National Conference wildcard game. The late game will be the 9-5 Atlanta Legends at the 10-4 Arizona Rattlers. So make sure to like and subscribe to the Replay Sports Channel. Getting ready to take you back to kickoff for the second half. Denver will get the ball. They only trail by a touchdown. Dallas is back deep to return. It's a short kick taken at the 10. Dallas weaves to the 20, spins around, he's at the 30, 40, finally brought down by Campbell. Great return there by DJ Dallas, and Denver will set up at their own 41. Denver deferred at the coin toss, so hoping that the strategy will pay off here with an opening drive and a score. Henry will get the handoff. He's at the 50, into Vegas territory, a pickup of 16 yards. Henry now with 10 carries for 53 yards. In that last game that they faced one another, Derrick Henry had 135 yards, but Denver still lost by 14. First and 10, ball at the Las Vegas 43. Third quarter just underway. Smith pitches right to Henry. Looking for an opening. He's inside the 40, the 35. Campbell with a stop at the 33. They're going to mark him down just short of the first down. So bring up second and inches. Henry plunges into the line. Picks up the first down. Latu with a stop at the 32. Henry off to the sideline for a quick rest. Dallas in at running back. Normal backup for Henry would be Tony Pollard. But Pollard suffered the foot injury in the season finale at Detroit last week, so that's why you're seeing DJ Dallas. Play action. Smith's going to throw. He's in trouble, and he's sacked. Latu with the sack. Denver defense was not buying the play action there. Smith to pass on 2nd and 12. Over the middle, completes to Evans inside the 25. Tackled by McDuffie at the Vegas 23. A pickup of 11, and it'll bring up 3rd and 1. Man in motion. Give to Henry. Dives into the line. Penalty flag.
Offsides, defense, number 95, 5-yard penalty.
So the offsides on Myles Garrett, that's the first time we've called his name today. So the penalty's accepted. Ball will be marked at the Vegas 18. Opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Denver trails by 7. Handoff to Henry into the left side of the line. 15, 10, 5, touchdown, penalty flag.
Face mask, defense, number 46, automatic, 1st down.
So the penalty will be declined, but the 18-yard touchdown run by Derrick Henry, the king, stands. And Denver is just a point after away from tying this game. Henry had a lane, and there was a couple of missed tackles there. And McLaughlin with the point after, and with 10:52 to go, we have a tie ball game between Denver and Las Vegas. Gibson back to return for Las Vegas. And the Kickoff goes to the end zone for a touchback. Kind of a bit of uneasiness here at the Horizon Dome, as the Denver Gold holding their own in this game. Hurts changing the call at the line. He's going to pass. Hit as he throws. Completes to Smith-Jigba in stride at midfield. Tackled by Woolen. Ball will be at the Denver 46. Hurts noticed something in the coverage there and decided to go with the deep throw. Denver is without the services of the cornerback, Trayvon Diggs. He injured his elbow in the game last week, so no Trayvon Diggs. First and 10. Back to pass. Completes to Smith-Jigba at the 35. Woolen with the tackle. Another first down for Vegas. Hurts now 14 of 20 for 117 yards. We're under 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Pitch is right to Kamara. Trying to get around in. He's to the 30. Tackled by Turner at the 28. Turner just hammered him. Pickup of 7. Delay handoff to Kamara, and he is tackled by Pratt behind the line of scrimmage, a 3-yard loss. That'll bring up 3rd and 6. Vegas 4 of 6 on 3rd down. Denver just 1 of 5 on 3rd down. Empty backfield behind Hurts. Trips left. Kelsey in the slot. Back to pass. Over the middle for Kelsey. He can't bring it in. I think Gilmore got a finger on it. And that'll bring up 4th and 6. And out will come Matt Gay in the field goal kicking unit. Attempt from 49 yards. Kick is up, and veers left. No good. And we remain tied, 10 apiece. Denver will get the ball back at the Denver 39. Handoff to Henry. Left side of the line. He's to the 40. Finally brought down at the 43 by Jones. Henry on the night. 14 carries, 86 yards, and the touchdown. Nearing the halfway point of the third quarter. We are tied here in Vegas. They give us to Henry. Sweeps right. Near the first down. And the signal is first down, but Todd Bowles is going to use his second challenge flag of the night. And Clete Blakeman will once again consult his iPad.
Upon further review, the runner will stop short of the first down. No timeout will be charged.
So Coach Bowles has been successful on 2 challenges, so he gets the bonus challenge. 3rd and inches. Miles Garrett and Kirby Joseph are trying to get the crowd to rise up and make some noise here on 3rd and inches. Smith under center, full house backfield. Man in motion. Smith calls his own number, dives into the pile. Did he get it? He did. 1st and 10 Denver, ball at midfield at the logo. Henry takes the handoff, stutter steps into Vegas territory, a pickup of 4. Phillips with the tackle at the 46. Second and 6. The throw to Bowers. He's got the first down. He's inside the 40. Joseph with the tackle. Pickup of 8. Joseph named to the All-Star team. First and 10, ball at the Las Vegas 38. 5.5 minutes to go here, 3rd quarter. Game tied at 10. Smith, screen for Henry, but it's too far ahead of him, incomplete. Second and 10. Draw play to Henry. To the 35, 30, 20, and finally tripped up by Owens at the 12. And with that run, Derrick Henry over 100 yards. He's picked up 122. He had 26 on that run. It's 1st and 10 for Denver. Henry averaging 7.2 yards a carry in this game. Smith operating from the pistol. He's going to throw. Back to pass, looking for Evans. And he can't hang on to it. Incomplete. Evans mad at himself for dropping that ball. Second and 10. Draw to Henry. He's into the 10, tackled by Garrett. A pickup of 3. It'll bring up 3rd down. Once again, defense trying to get the crowd into it, that end of the field. Smith back to pass, completes Evans inside the 5. He's in, touchdown. There's a penalty flag. It's coming back.
10-yard penalty.
So Laramie Tunsil gets called for the holding that wipes out the Denver touchdown. Ball be moved to the Las Vegas 19. They'll bring up 3rd and 17. Trips right. Smith calling the plays. Back to pass. Looking. Going to the end zone. Checks down to Bowers. Pickup of 2. brings up 4th down, and out will come the kicking unit. He was looking for end zone and then changed his mind. Chase McLaughlin, 35-yard field goal for the lead. And it's good. So at 2:16 left, Denver takes their first lead of the night. WFL changed their playoff format back in 2000. Under this current format, the 6th seed is just 16-36. Could we see an upset here tonight? As McLaughlin's kickoff goes through the end zone for a touchback. We're in Las Vegas, so this is very reminiscent of those classic heavyweight fights like you'd see at the Grand Hotels or the casinos. Hurts under center, calling out the play. Play action, back to pass, drifts to his right, throws.
Intentional grounding. Offense, number 1. 10-yard penalty. Loss of down.
And Hurts is trying to argue his case that Lazard was the intended receiver, but referee Blakeman's not having it. Now Todd Bowles is trying to argue for the same thing. But it's a loss of down. Ball will be moved back to the Las Vegas 15. Blitz. Hurts is in trouble. Alakon brings him down. And Coach Bowles is furious with his offensive line right now. Third and 22. Las Vegas needs to get to their 35. They're at their own 13. Denver only rushing 3. Hurts back to pass, completes a short underneath to Gibson near the 20. McKinstry brings him down, 4th down, and out will come the punting unit. Torrey Taylor, and I think this is Vegas's first punt of the night. I'll have to check back and see. Dallas back deep to return. Taylor from inside his own 10 gets the punt away. Five-yard return, a punt of 51 yards. Denver will start at their own 32. 39 seconds left. And I'm just checking for my own. Yep, that's Vegas's first punt of the night. Yeah. So 39 seconds left. Hand off to Dallas. He's to the 35, tackled by Garrett, a pickup of 4. And that will be the last play of the third quarter. The Denver Gold, the underdog in this game, are 15 minutes away from recording an upset that could rock the WFL. You're watching Wildcard Weekend here on the Replay Sports Channel.
This telecast is copyrighted by the WFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the WFL's consent is prohibited.
And as we join you again from Horizon Dome, a Denver Gold win here means that they would go to San Diego next week to take on the Fleet. And then the winner of tomorrow's Atlanta-Arizona game would go to Birmingham to take on the Americans. "15 minutes left in this one. Make sure to stick around for the post game, where we'll announce our Replay Sports Channel Player of the Game and tee up tomorrow's two games. Smith, 2nd and 6, under center. Ball to Denver 36, back to pass. He's sacked by Garrett. Myles Garrett with the sack. Myles Garrett had 8 sacks this season. That'll bring up 3rd and 13. Garrett, who we first called his name last quarter, is now making a name for himself here in the 4th when it matters. Smith back to pass over the middle. Tillman at the 35. Finally brought down at the 38. So just a pickup of 8. Flott with the tackle, and Denver will bring out the punting unit. Gibson back deep to return. Morstead boots it. Gibson from his own 14. Finally wrestled down by Papo. And Vegas will start their own 16. 13:35 to go in the 4th quarter. The Outlaws trail by 3. Off to Taylor, right side of the line, brought down by Turner near the 20. I thought there was a flag on the play, but nope. Clete Blakeman, our referee, announces no flag. So pickup of 5. Three wide receivers set. Hurts working from the gun, back to pass. Hurts, pocket collapsing, gets away from the defensive end. He's going to run, tackled by Hamilton near the marker, and it is a first down. So pickup of 5. Hurts gets the first down. Denver's defense have been applying the pressure on Hurts, and he has been one slippery eel tonight. Seven carries, 82 yards. He is the team's leading rusher. 1st and 10 from the Vegas 26. Handoff to Taylor, left side of the line. Hit immediately by Petrie. A loss of 1 for Petrie. That's his 10th tackle of the night. He's a tackling machine. They'll bring up 2nd and 11. Three wide receivers set. And it's going to be a jet sweep to Smith-Jigba. He's to the 30, cuts inside near the 34, where he's brought down by Alakon. It's a 9-yard gain. Coach Bowles digging into the bag of tricks here late in this one. Third and 2. Play action. Hurts is going to throw. Drifts to his right. Throws. Incomplete. Smith-Jigba cannot hang on to it. It's 4th down. And for the second consecutive drive, Las Vegas will punt.
Ball start. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
So Smith, the left guard, gets called for a false start that'll move the ball back to the Vegas 29. Taylor gets the punt away. Dallas from his 20. Taken down immediately by Walker. A 2-yard return, a punt of 51 yards. Clock stops with 10:17 to go. Denver will start from its own 22. Kevin Stefanski, coach of the Denver Gold. He has struggled when it comes to the playoffs. He's successful in getting his team to the playoffs, but they struggle. Hand off to Henry. Hit. Fumble. Who's got the ball? And Blakeman signals Denver maintains possession. So ball will be marked at the line of scrimmage. No gain. And Denver fans, their heart jumped up in their throat there. Looks like Latu tried to rip it out of there. And Morgan got the fumble recovery for Denver. 2nd and 10. Flag on the play as Henry runs right. Pick up a 2.
Encroachment defense. Number 50. 5-yard penalty.
So Denver will accept the penalty. That'll make it 2nd and 5. We're under 10 minutes to go. Give to Henry, right side the line. He's to the 30, tripped up by McDuffie. Pick up a 4. 3rd and 1 coming up. Henry dives into the line. He's got the first down. He's at the 40, 50, into Las Vegas territory. Finally tackled by Jones at the 36. A pickup of 33 yards. Derrick Henry, 21 carries, 162 yards. Denver just keeps feeding him the ball. Vegas is trying to find a way to stop him. Henry gets the ball again, plunges into the right side of the line. Latu there with a stop, a pickup of 1. Nearing the halfway point of the 4th quarter. Henry gets away from the defensive end, but Phillips is there at the 32. A gain of 3. It'll bring up 3rd and 6. Empty backfield behind Smith. Trips left. Smith to throw. In trouble. Hit as he throws. Completes the pass to Aguilar. Hit by Phillips. But it's a loss of 1. Brings up 4th and 7. And Stefanski's going to send out Chase McLaughlin. A 51-yard field goal attempt to make it a 6-point lead. On its way. It's good. So with 5:57 left, Denver with a 6-point lead. Denver in the process of creating an upset here. Incredible. And the last time we had a 6 seed defeat a 3 seed was just last season. Believe it or not, it was the Chicago Fire defeating the Mexico City Aztecs. Denver was the Mexico City Aztecs last year. Chicago won that game 13-12. And that was the first time it had been done in over 6 years. Could happen in back-to-back seasons and same team involved, but they might be on the winning side of this one. As McLaughlin's kickoff goes through the end zone, 5:57 to go. Vegas with all 3 timeouts. Hurts calling out the plays from under center. Play action. Back to pass. Throws. Completes to Smith-Jigba at the 35. Tackled by Woolen. First down, a pickup of 13. Vegas not going to go down without a fight. Hurts changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Delay draw to Taylor. He's at the 40. Tackled by Petrie at the 41, a pickup of 3, nearing the 5-minute mark. Brings up 2nd and 7. From the pistol, Hurts back to pass with time over the middle. Lazard inside Denver territory, still with the tackle at the Denver 43, a pickup of 16. 4.5 minutes to go. Blitz, draw to Taylor. He's at the 40. Tripped up by Petrie at the 37, a pickup of 6 yards. Taylor now on the day, 14 carries for 85 yards. Smith and Jigba, Lazard to the left. Worthy lined up to the right. Hurts throws over the middle for Worthy. Hammered by Gilmore, incomplete. Both going for the ball. Clock stops with 3 minutes to go. 3rd and 4 coming up. The Denver defensive coordinator is shouting instructions to his captain. Four wide receivers set. Trips left. Hurts surveying the defense. Claps his hands. Gets the snap. Linebacker blitz. Throws to Smith-Jigba. He's got it at the 30. Tackled by Woolen. First down, Vegas. Clock continues to move. Ball will be marked at the Denver 30. Las Vegas taking their time. Pressure up the middle. Hurts gets rid of it. Incomplete. McKinstry bats it away. Hurts was trying to throw it to Gibson at the near sideline. That'll stop the clock with 2.5 minutes to go. Hurts, 18 of 29, 162 yards. Ball at the Denver 30. Hurts back to pass. Pressure up the middle. Throws. Completes to Kelsey at the 25. Hamilton knocks him out of bounds. Gain of 7. 2:27 left to go. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Kelsey with his 3rd reception of the game. Back to pass. Hurts looking, has time, throws over the middle to Kelsey. He's got the first down. He's inside the 20. Hamilton with the tackle. They're going to go no huddle here. They're going to try to get one more play in before the 2-minute warning. Ball at the Denver 3. 1st and goal. Hurts back to pass. Looking into the end zone. Throws. It's intercepted. Petrie picks off the pass. And he just slides to the turf. Hurts looks up into the roof in amazement and disgust. They shouldn't have rushed that. They should have waited for the 2-minute warning. Hurts was pressured as he threw. His intended target was Xavier Worthy, and I think Gilmore got another deflection there. Petrie with the interception. And the Denver Gold, 2 minutes and 2 seconds away from pulling off a huge upset here. Wow. Derrick Henry will take the handoff up the middle, and that'll bring about the 2-minute warning. Make sure to stick around post-game. We'll announce our Replay Sports Channel player of the game. I have a feeling I know who it's going to be. And we'll tee up tomorrow's games, and hopefully we'll have some exciting games like we're having here. Las Vegas has all 3 other timeouts still, and I'm sure they're going to use them here. Henry, both hands around the ball. Up the middle. Garrett with a tackle at the 26, a pickup of 4. And Vegas calls their first timeout. Clock stops with 1:53. Give to Henry on 3rd down, and he's going to be stopped short, 2 yards short of the first down. So Kevin Stefanski not going to try risk throwing the ball. Keep it in the hands of Derrick Henry. So Vegas has a timeout remaining. They will send out Thomas Morstead to punt. Gibson will be the return man. Morstead gets the punt away. Gibson makes the fair catch at the 21. So let's set up everything for you here. A minute 42 left. Vegas has the ball at the 21. They have a timeout left. They need a touchdown to win the game. Jalen Hurts has been intercepted 3 times in this game. Remarkable. Only was intercepted 6 times the entire season. Trying to lead the comeback here. Fans on the edge of their seats here at the Horizon Dome. Hurts back to pass. Fires over the middle to Smith-Jigba near the 30. They have the first down, 10 yards. They're going to go no huddle. Trips right. Hurts with time, looking, fires downfield, tipped into the air by Gilmore, and the ball falls incomplete. Clock stops with a minute 17. 2nd and 10 coming up. Hurts sets up in the pocket, fires over the middle to Smith-Jigba. 9 catches, 106 yards for him. He's going to be short of the first down. Vegas continues to run without a huddle. Hurts changing the play at the line. Blitz up the middle. Hurts throws to Kelsey at midfield. Stopped by Hamilton. They have the first down. Less than a minute to go. Hurry up offense. Hurts back to pass. Safety blitz. Picked up at the line. He throws. And the ball's batted down at the line. Clock stops with 41 seconds. Blitz coming. Hurts flush from the pocket. Forced to run, and he's hit by Petrie at midfield. And Hurts will be forced to use his final timeout. Las Vegas. 2023, they won it all. Won the Pantheon Bowl. Last year, they were winning, and then, of course, the miracle play, the Joe Flacco pass to Cooper Kupp, cost them the Pantheon Bowl. And then they may be going out of the wild card round here in 34 seconds. We'll see. No more timeouts left for Las Vegas. Trips right formation. Hurts to throw. Looking. Throws near side for Smith-Jigba, incomplete. Sails over his head and into the sidelines. 30 seconds left. 4th and 9. 4th in the season for Vegas. Denver only rushing 3. They've got about 6 defensive backs all the way back. He throws to Lazard, who drops it. And Denver starting to celebrate on their sideline. The Denver Gold, as Geno Smith takes victory formation, kneels down. And the Denver Gold pull off a huge upset here in Vegas. The Denver Gold win it 16-10. Your player of the game, Derrick Henry, 26 carries, 174 yards, and the touchdown. You have seen a wild game. That means the Denver Gold advance, and they will take on the number 1 seed, the San Diego Fleet, next week. We'll have the day and the time for that once tomorrow's games conclude. Tomorrow's games, DC Defenders at the Philadelphia Stars will be the early game, and the Atlanta Legends at the Arizona Rattlers will be the late game. Wow. How do we top that? What a great game. Make sure to hit like and subscribe to the Replay Sports channel. We're going to have more of that coming for you. This has been Glenn Walker signing off. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.